collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Pisces to full moon in Virgo, February into March 2023. I am your reader. Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. 25 years in service on May 1st. Wow. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle if you want to check out my book. There's a link in the description box. You can click it and preview it for free. And while you're down there, go have a look at my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. My members only a subscription platform allowing me as a mystical artist, a spiritual teacher, a professional intuitive, and all of that jazz, all sorts of freedom and creativity to do what I came to do in this lifetime. We've got 8 levels of subscribers at the time of this recording. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, which is one thing, and they're the top tier. They get everything that's to offer there. And all of my subscribers, starting with Seeker, get the daily check-ins. They totally get the daily check-ins every morning. I haven't missed a day in a really long time. With an unlisted YouTube live stream. Like, so they can literally chat with me every morning, sitting on the couch with a big old cup of coffee, using the laptop to talk about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little spiritual practice, a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day, and you can tell I really mean it because it rhymes. Both can be true. All of my subscribers also get the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. Sure, you can Vimeo on demand, and please do. There's a lot of them. I've done a lot of timeless reads with extendeds, so all of my subscribers get those as well. And I hear rumor that Patreon is going to be adding an ability to join for free. So I'm thinking if I'm going to, have like people join for free, and maybe they would get the daily check-ins. Then if they want more, they can have more. I don't know. We'll see. It's very exciting as a mystical artist. Element of fire, creativity, and all of that. So, yeah, let's get down to this read. But if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal with a lot more cool stuff to come, and come Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. At my Kentors, you can call Mal. Kentor, Centaur, Potato, Potato. Let's get down to biz. In a good mood today, actually. So let's roll with it while we can. If you are new to the channel, 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. You could use it for anything, but we are essentially doing like a card a day, but 5 of them for a 2-week period from a new moon to a full moon, February into March. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you align, attune, refine, clarify your magical spell work, right? Your intentional process, your creative process, your law of attraction. Who's he, what's this? Abraham Hicks, please pick up the courtesy telephone. You do you. So that you can manifest your heart's desire. First card down is the element of fire. We're using the magical spell cards because your heart's desires were assigned to you before you came into this life. Part of your sacred contracts. Carolyn Mace, wonderful book. MYSS, she's a PhD. That's why you can't get rid of them and why they torture us if we don't move forward on them. So, to plant a seed at new and manifest it at full is a good time to do that, particularly with the astrology we're looking at here. So let's have a look. The new moon. It's a new moon on Monday, just for starters. Oh my God. Do I still have a crush on Simon Le Bon? I think I do. Working on it. So cute. Monday, I'm talking about Simon, I feel so much better. Monday, February 20th, 2:06 a.m. Eastern Time, I am in New York. And look, it's a new moon on Monday. Aside from that, it's in Pisces, right? So mutable water. It's going to be a square to your mutable fire of Sagittarius. So keep that in mind, because it's a great day, the day of the moon, Moon Day, Monday. Excuse me. With all of that water, to really go for what you feel you want, your heart's desire, right? Even if it seems outside of the realm of possibility, which is a Pisces thing. But I'm a Pisces moon, honey, so it's going to be a little bit rougher for me, I think. It's literally going to hit my new moon, my full moon in Pisces. Should be interesting. And then we've got that 2 weeks leading to the full moon in Virgo on Tuesday, March 7th. 7:40 a.m. Again, a mutable sign, mutable earth, a square, 90-degree angle astrologically, so that's going to hit you too. So, you know, feel that out. There's ways to work that for yourself, because when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seeks. You're going to plant the seed at the new, help it grow to full, and in between those 2 days, on the 20th, the day that the new moon is on that Monday, the 20th, Venus goes into Aries, which is a trine at some point to your fire sign of Sagittarius. On the 2nd of March, again, you're squaring Pisces, so I can't think, just went blank. Right, the 2nd of March, Mercury goes into Pisces. So again, it's going to square you, but it does that every month. It changes signs pretty much every month. But I think the big one, and this is for everybody, but particularly because I'm a Pisces moon, on the March the 3rd, March 7th, I have written there, my handwriting is ridiculous. Saturn goes into Pisces, and that's there for at least a year and a half, 2 years. You have your Saturn return at retrograde, so just keep that in mind. A square to your Sagittarius, whatever, might be tricky for the next 2. So, you know, check with your local astrologer to get deeper on that. I'm not an astrologer. I'm just a dignitary from tarot land, but I speak the language fluently. So look, enough explanation, let's get down to divination. It's a general read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Cross-watchers, watching this, you will get some information, inspiration, insight to what the Sagittarian you're cross-watching for is going through. But if you apply this energetic process to yourself, not only will you manifest something, but you will be helping the entire Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs do the same. Manifesting their heart's desires, doing what they came to do in this life, and making this world a better place, more gold than lead, more peace than war, more love than fear, etc., etc., etc. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'm going to give you the best that I got to help you manifest your heart's desires, fulfill your role in the great divine who's-he what's-is for the well-being of all. Shall we? The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. God, I'm ready to go there. Are you? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I call to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, beloved ancestors, what is the spell fragment for the element of fire? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, or perhaps what their heart's desire requires this new, beautiful, nudiful courage. Now, courage is a tricky thing. There is no spell for courage. It's a thing of alchemy. Cowardice into courage, right? Lead to gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold, so element of fire is necessary because alchemy requires heat, time, and pressure, right? So the spell fragment, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Now that's something you could do every day, right? Like start it in the morning, see what happens throughout the day, nail it at night. Element of fire. Now courage is from the French word of the heart. Courage, mon amour, right? So to follow your heart's desires right there. So, you know, I could see somebody, you know, wanting more courage as a heart's desire in and of itself, but I think for the majority of people watching this video, it's going to be more like their heart's desire requires courage. So, interesting for an element of fire for a fire sign. let's ground it and fuel it with some earth with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, it's a great opportunity to use it as an amulet away, talisman toward, electromagnetic, right? Memory stone, so that you can remember you're doing it, right? But a piece of jewelry, clear quartz, it does everything. So if you don't have the stone, you don't have the stone. It's really about the oracle message that hits the table. So please take a nice deep breath. Squeaky table. Still point. Here we go. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the Archangels of North, powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, please, beloved one. One card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is your Oracle message for the element of Earth, the fuel to feed the fire, ground, and manifest their heart's desire that it does seems requires courage? This beautiful nudiful. Oh, Stitchitite and Serpentine. Scorpio just got this. It was the last reading I did. I did it last night. So, cool. All right. So this is what I mean about check your other signs, because I can't put, like, the name of every card in the title. So intuitively, you know, if you want to check your other signs, do know that there are certain themes. If you read the descriptions, you know, whatever. You do you. Let's read Stitchitite and Serpentine. God, I went off yesterday on the movie, The In-Laws with Peter Falk. And I can't remember the other actor's name. A genius. Comedian. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It's A. It's not Alan Alda. It'll come to me. I swear, as you get older. Thankfully, though, I can remember how to read. So let's go for it. Stitchitite and Serpentine. Serpentine. That's the part of the In-Laws. Stitchitite and Stitchtite. I think I'm saying Stitchitite. It's Stitchtite. Stichite and Serpentine. Serpentine. Meditation. Clearing your energy centers. Detoxifying your thoughts. I remember this vibe. So there are chakras involved and all of that. Good for Saggy. The message is fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. Well, I would understand. That's why courage is required here. They are blocking your creativity, and as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. I mean, there are times where we need to take breaks and rest and integrate, but, you know, fire is like a very, very powerful creative force in the world, either through rage or, you know, joy or whatever. Passion is an interesting word. Passion, crimes of passion. Do I have a passion for what have you in the best way possible, right? So you can change this situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Can I be honest with you? That's probably easier for a Sagittarian than like anybody else, maybe, because you're ruled by Jupiter, like Zeus, that expansive, they're known, like metaphysics itself is considered part of the Sagittarian ninth house dynamic of spirituality and all of that. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love, which is courage, which is love is divine power, the sacred truth of the heart chakra. Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, man, check it out. You can change the situation, consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love. Imagine yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you. This is essentially chakra work. Feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart, and imagine your thoughts being infused with eternal light. Practice this each day, as it will help transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspiration. Thoughts are air. We'll get to that next. Condenses into water, right? You can evaporate water into air, emotion into thought. That's the element of fire, but it takes great courage to do that, right? And you know, the creativity of chakra work, I mean, come on, there's so many different ways to do it. Clearing your energy field, whatever you want to call it, right? So, you know, that doesn't take a lot of courage. Sarah, let's go inside and let's see what's in there, and let's see what we can shift. right? A bit more of like stepping into the kitchen than the operating room, right? You can make this really fun and creative for yourself. Stitch-A-Titan Serpentine. Now, honestly, what stone I would substitute for that is probably clear quartz, because I don't have any of that. But I don't have any planets in Sag either. I know, my loss. What are you going to do? I'll date you, though. Shall we? Let's continue. We replaced the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue with the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, Findhorn Press. Really, seriously, people, pause this video and go look up Findhorn in Scotland. It'll blow your mind, the stuff they've been doing there for decades. Never been in this life, but I really do want to go. And I have friends in Scotland too. I can go visit. It could be fun. Let's see. So, the element of air is thought, right? Condense this. But fire needs air. Air does not need fire. And this book is so rich and dense with good info that we're going to read from the bookie book. Makes the video longer, but it's really quite worth it. Now, think about angels, though, before this card hits the table, whatever it may be. Angels don't come in unless you ask, right? That's how it goes, right? It's sort of like the prime directive from Star Trek. Right? You're not allowed to intervene, but if they ask for help, you're allowed to help, right? Or something like that. I don't know. My lawyers didn't look at it. So let's see which archangel is here to help. If you want, you get to ask or not. Up to you. Please take a nice deep breath. And considering the detoxing of negative thought here, element of air should be key. Still point. As I call upon the pantheon of archangels for the Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers, like they're spinning a roulette wheel in my third eye. The Sagittarius Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, who is the archangel, waiting in the wings with the wings, right? Ready to fly in, zoom in, and help with the element of air to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire of courage, with Stitch-A-Titan Serpentine to ground it with meditation, detoxing, purifying negative thoughts, and clearing their energy centers. The element of air, the archangel, and the message, their guidance, their grace, their oracle message, this beautiful, beautiful. Cassiel, C-A-S-S-I-E-L. I think this might be about compassion. It's the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divinatory team, so still getting to know them. I mean, I know a lot of these archangels, but some of them I've never heard of before. That's Uriel. Oh, I love Uriel. He's a Mack truck of an archangel. Serenity is the keyword. Why I love this deck. They don't put the keyword on it. You gotta look it up. That's the best. Well, I am a Virgo. Cassiel, card number 4, Serenity. The angel of serenity, solitude, and temperance. Temperance is a card of alchemy. Cassiel's name means God is my cover. Got you covered. Cover me. And this gentle angel can help you find great strength in your solitude. When life gets on top of us and we feel overwhelmed, Cassiel reminds us of the importance of taking time out. She also helps us honor our boundaries and to say no when we need to. That takes courage. It just does. To say to people, hey, I'm not neglecting you. I'm neglecting myself, and I need to get on that. I need to, and people don't like it. People don't like it. Tough. Cassiel's message is that it's okay to put yourself first so you don't become drained. I do this every day, and if I'm not doing it on camera, I'm doing it with clients on camera, right? So, like, if I have to say to friends, I would love to, but I can't. I got clients tomorrow, right? It's like, I gotta give them my best. They get it, though, because they're my friends. I mean, they know what I do, right? Let me keep going. Like the image of her as a graceful Indian woman in this card, as the angel of tears, Cassiel assures us there is no shame in showing our vulnerability. By holding our emotions, we can stifle ourselves. Another name for the angel is Speed of God, because of her ability to help us heal faster. Crying can be so healing as it washes away sorrows and clears old hurts. Well, I think we found your process of alchemy. Your element of water should be very interesting. The next card down. But look, the serenity prayer, right? I mean, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Well, the things you cannot change is the fate in your life, the way things are written in the script, and the video game called Playing Humanity on Earth, right? On planet Earth. Well, but the courage to change the things you can. Those are the choices that you can make to develop the courage to deal with this, to whatever this is, to release your thoughts that are getting in the way, to clear your energy centers, and to take some time for yourself to not just recharge and rejuvenate, which is wonderful, you know, it's a self-help day, whatever, but to maybe make this a bit more of a regular thing, because, you know, hunters, archers, right, centaurs, kentors, Sagittarians, sure, they could go out in packs, but we're used to seeing hunters sort of hunting by themselves a lot of the time, right, on their journey. So the message, spend some much needed time alone in quiet solitude and rest to recharge. Honor your emotions and be gentle with yourself. Well, that does take courage, right? If other people are pulling you in all sorts of different directions, or you got a lot on your to-do list, or you're in charge of things, right? At home, at work, in family, whatever, then this can be a selfish move, but a higher, like selfish, if you can think of selfish as a neutral word, right? Because there's, you could say then lower selfish and higher selfish, lead selfish, gold selfish, and a spectrum, a percentage ratio in between. So finding this for yourself and having the courage to do this is a very, very healing read, but it's a very spiritual healing read, so it's not just about, you know, manicure, pedicure, facial massage, but I'm a Virgo, I'm down for that too. Absolutely. Let's keep going. Cassiel here really does speak about your emotions, the water part of it. So for the element of water, we are using the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angelo Hartfield for the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now, all involved means not just the cross-watcher and the Sagittarius necessarily. I keep saying necessarily because it's a stupid joke, I know. It just keeps haunting me. It's in my cell tissue. Not necessarily those two. It can be other people involved, family members, work people, you know, whatever, for a general read. Please take a nice deep breath. But only you, right, and can do this. Still point. Alright. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the element of water, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed? The Sagittarius Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, the element of water, particularly the emotions that they kind of need to address and deal with and be okay as they go through it, be okay with. To manifest their heart's desire is the element of water, the love that is the divine power, the energy and motion we experience as emotion in physical bodies. Otherwise, it's just sort of vibrations flowing through the filter. So what do you got for them? This beautiful, beautiful to help them manifest their heart's desire with courage, purifying their, detoxing their negative thoughts, clearing their energy fields in meditation. With Cassiel's Serenity, this beautiful beautiful, act as if your partner is here. Now I know that skews romantic very quickly. But remember, we have many different types of partners. Business partners, like even partners within our own family. Usually there's one person that you know that you can go to, kind of like a soulmate, help each other heal thing. Like friends, right? But whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you. So you will always consider them. And I gotta say, you're being asked to take time for solitude. So maybe there is somebody that you can act as if they're there with you. I mean, honestly, I would recommend your own higher self, which is another way of looking at the guardian angel. There's always a higher truth to these things, right? They're not separate from us. No, we're not separate from each other. That's the illusion of separation. But Sagittarians, you really have the ability here to not just heal, but to help a lot of people heal. So is there someone else involved in this time out that you're taking? Sure. Solitude you could do with somebody else. I mean, that's not technically... Well, I guess there's a difference between hermiting and solitude. Right? You go to an ashram, a temple, or whatever, and you sit in silence with a bunch of people, right? A bunch of Buddhist monks, right? Or similar, you know. a yoga retreat, well, you're there with other people as well. But this is really about you, but it is indicating at least another person. And, you know, if this is the healing of the heart in romantic stuff, then acting as if your partner is there. I think act as if fake it till you make it is good to a certain extent. But it's really about helping you to be the love that you are anyway, right? So rather than me imagine some guy, oh, I'm gay, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, check the batteries in your gator, you might want to. You know, that's lovely, but I'm 54 years old. Yeah, I know, look at things. And so whatever, right? I'm like, all right, I'm going to take the journey. And that takes immense courage to go it alone. But I love my solitude, and I don't know if I could live with somebody again, honestly. I lived with people for a very long time. See what I'm saying? Every day is a winding road. We get a little bit closer. So acting as if a partner is here, that's going to take some decoding very personally, because it's a general read. Let's get your last card down. The card of Spirit, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck to juice it up, right? You got the components, you click them together, and then you flip the switch. Well, this is the healing mantra deck. These work if you work them. I do work them because I've had this deck for 3 years. So, I don't know, man. I'm thinking, let's go with the Ascended Masters of Healing. They always tell me before I open my mouth anyway. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Yeah, I call upon the Ascended Masters of Creation, Creativity, and Manifestation for the Sagittarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross Watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra? Make it clear, make it specific, make it truly helpful and truly healing for the Sagittarius and the Cross Watchers. The element of spirit to charge their element of fire, which seems to require courage, stitchitite and serpentine, so they can ground this and manifest their heart's desires here by meditating, purifying, detoxing negative thoughts, and clearing their energy fields, right? Cleaning their energy centers, which we all have to do sooner or later. With Archangel Cassiel and the element of air, all I got to do is look up Cassiel, and that's like an invitation, but a little prayer, a little meditation while you're there anyway wouldn't hurt, to help them heal with their solitude so that they can find their serenity, acting as if their partner is here, which seems a little contraindicative, but what's the healing mantra to help them manifest their heart's desire, this beautiful, beautiful? Receiving elation, I am born of infinite joy. And you are. Saggies in particular, I gotta say. I love Saggies. Well, I've had some Saggy partners along the way. Sex partners. A lot of fun. Not so much the Scorpio chip dip chain whip thing, but, you know, a little more ready whip. I guess the whip is ready. Ready whip. Sorry, I'm having 90s flashbacks. So, look, I'm going to read it from the bookie book, but this is about the core of your soul, right? Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. In other words, you know, the higher powers weren't like, we're bored, let's make a Sag, right? No, they're like, yay, let's make a Sag. In particular, a Sagittarian, they probably get very excited. A little different than the Virgos. We're like, well, we need to temper that Sag somehow. Let's send down more Virgos to balance that out. It's probably like a 5 Virgos to 1 Sagittarius to balance that alchemy. So I am born of infinite joy. But here's the thing. It's not creating elation. It's receiving elation. So it's not electro. It's magnetic. Hence, rest. Right? Take that time for yourself. That makes sense. A little bit of a detox goes a long way. You know, there's dietary detox. It's all sorts of kind of sort of, you kids, you kids in your master cleanse. Honey, that was around when I was a kid. Receiving elation, we just went right by it, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Receiving elation. I am born of infinite joy. Aw, what a pain in the ass mantra to have to do for 2 weeks. When elation is received, joy becomes your natural state of being, which is all of our natural state of being. Power of now, Eckhart Tolle. He's a friend of Oprah, so it's got to be true. In elation, you are aligning with the ecstatic nature of the universe to live each moment with renewed passion and purpose. See, that word passion. Elation helps you enjoy your human journey as it is right now without projecting your fulfillment onto the anticipation of future pending outcomes, which makes sense. That an archer, a hunter, would have an attachment to an outcome, right? Hitting the target, bringing home the prey, cooking it up. Except vegans, go stalk the carrot, you do you. To each our own, darling. It would really suck if everybody did exactly the same thing on this planet. There are other planets like that. They're not that fun from what I hear. This mantra is ideal for increasing the flow of creative inspiration, creating your heart's desire, elevating the immune system, which that's just a lovely perk, and being more present. Right, so you're not in the past, or in the future. You're just right here now. And that's from the Seinfeldian scriptures. Serenity now! I mean, really, this is a lovely read. So this, if this is about a romantic relationship, this may very well be the courage to go it on your own and find your own joy inside, right? People can eat, pray, love, travel around the world, do you. But the answers are within. Love is our true state of being, the eternal soul. But it's covered with conditioning and fear and lead, right? That's why I talk the language of spiritual alchemy, because lead is an insulator, gold is a conductor. You want that joy to get out into the world? You gotta do the alchemy. And you want to receive that in return? Receive the elation this way and send it out that way? That's what you're waxing. You're waxing an infrastructure to help you handle the voltage of being joyful no matter what the fuck happens. That's pretty cool. So let's put this together in a blessimation. It is really what I do best. I mean, I'm a retired high priest and elder, baby. I know how to pray. I've prayed in all sorts of situations, but blessing is a particular skill, and bless or curse. Bless for YouTube and massages. Let's launch some arrows of light at you. Some arrows of grace. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire by receiving elation, because they are born of infinite joy. And they can do that by acting as if their partner is here. But the definition of partner, let's underline that, partner, because it is a general read, but, there could be a partner in spirit, a partner in crime, a partner in all sorts of different ways, but to certainly partner with Archangel Cassiel. Cover me, right? To take the time, the space, the rest, and the breath for solitude, for serenity. Because there are things we can't control, that we can't change. And there are things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference comes through experience, comes through wisdom. So may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire with their element of earth, of stitch tight and serpentine, that they take the time to meditate a deep and high experience. River deep, mountain high. Thank you, Tina. Right? Going in and seeing this from a different place, purifying, detoxing the negative thoughts and clearing their energy centers so that their hearts are free. Their hearts are lit. Their creativity, their love, that is the divine power, is moving forward and creating a lot of wonderful things for this world. By shining brave and true and bright, may their courage return this night for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Nothing like a joyful Sagittarius. And I hope you enjoyed this, because I did. You guys are lovely. Fun to date. Yeah. Adventurous. Yeah. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. It helps other people find the video. I'm no longer monetized on YouTube. So, that's the gig. All it does is help other people find it and get my work out there in the world. Why? Because I'm on Patreon. You all know that YouTube is a gateway drug to Patreon. Oh, and I'm dealing over there big time on Patreon. I'm having such a failed day. I'm seriously. The daily check-ins alone are so much fun. And if we get to do the free option there, I will probably make that available. So, you're not going to pay, but then everything else, you got to go look at the menu. So go look at the menu. You can jump in now if you want. Or wait for that to happen. $3 a month gets you the dailies and all the extendeds, and upward there, gods, goddesses get everything. And we're doing exclusive recorded workshops that only they get to see. It's really cool stuff. So if you want the deeper dive, come Patreon on Patreon. And if you want to book me for a private reading, because clients come first, really. If somebody messages me, if there's a message on my phone when I'm done here, and they're like, I need a reading, it's like everything else gets shuffled. Seriously, that's why I love being in charge of my own company, almost 25 years in business. So there's a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal, a YouTube video. I'm going to redo it this year because my prices are going up when we turn 25 years old, so you might want to get me now. Book me now. Because I'm really excited for what lay ahead, and I think you could be too, because you're receiving elation for the next 2 weeks, bit by bit. So, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this beautiful, nudiful. Get out there, make your dreams, your heart's desires come true. And I'm here if you need the help. I love you. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.